Hello friends, welcome to the channel. Our today's topic is the biological classification, under which we are going to study the scientist name and some glimpse about it. First of all, it was Mr. Aristotle who performed the earliest attempt to classify organisms. After Aristotle, Aristotle used some morphological characters for distinguishing plants and characterizing them into trees, herbs, and shrubs. While for animals, what he used that he categorized into two. He categorized the animals into two groups. The first one which had red blood, while the ones which do not have. After Aristotle came Carolus Linnaeus. Now, this scientist classified the organisms into two kingdom classification. First was the kingdom Plantae and another was kingdom Animalia. After Carolus Linnaeus came R. H. Whittaker. This scientist in 1969 he classified organisms into five kingdoms, and this was the most efficient which is known. Now, we will be discussing some features such as cell type, cell wall, nuclear membrane, the body organization and mode of nutrition among in the order first kingdom Monera, then kingdom Protista, then kingdom Fungi, then kingdom Plantae, and after that at the end kingdom Animalia. Now, first of all, we will take the feature cell type. Now, except Monera, all are eukaryotic, only Monera is prokaryotic. Now, towards the cell wall. In case of Monera, the cell wall is non-cellular. It includes polysaccharides plus amino acids. Now, in case of prokaryotes, the cell wall is present in some of the organisms. In case of fungi, it is present but without cellulose. While in case of kingdom Plantae, it is present but with cellulose. And in case of animals, the cell wall is absent. Now, moving on to another feature, that is nuclear membrane. Now, except Monera, all others have nuclear membrane, while nuclear membrane is only absent in case of kingdom Monera. Now, moving to another feature, that is the body organization. Under this topic, now Monera and Protista, they both have cellular, while in case of fungi, it is multicellular or loose tissue. Now, moving ahead, in case of Plantae, it has tissues, organs, loose tissues and organs basically. Now, moving ahead to kingdom Animalia. Under this, there will be tissues, organs and organ system. These were the cellular organization. Now, we are moving to modes of nutrition. Now, under Monera, they are photosynthetic. Under photosynthetic, they are autotrophic. Under autotrophic, they are photosynthetic as well as chemosynthetic, while they are also heterotrophic. Under heterotrophic, they are saprophytic as well as parasitic. Now, moving to kingdom Protista. Under this, they are autotrophic, and under autotrophic only photosynthetic, and heterotrophic, and they are heterotrophic. In case of kingdom Fungi, they are heterotrophic, and under heterotrophic they are saprophytic as well as they are parasitic. Now, under kingdom Plantae, they are autotrophic, that is only photosynthetic. And in case of Animalia, they are heterotrophic, under which they are holozoic and saprophytic. Now came another scientist who was named as Carl Woese. Now he came the six kingdom classification system, and in case of kingdom Monera, there are three divisions also classified. That is Archaebacteria, Eubacteria, and another one. Now, in case of prokaryotes and eukaryotes, in case of prokaryotes, basically there are two domain system, while in case of eukaryotes there is only one domain system. Now, moving on to one fact that earlier Chlorella and Chlamydomonas, they both were categorized under the category of algae in plants, and also Paramecium and Amoeba, they both were kept in the category of animals in the kingdom Animalia, while now these both groups are kept in kingdom Protista. And also earlier bacteria and blue-green algae, fungi, fern, mosses, angiosperm and gymnosperms, they all were kept in the category of plantae, while they are now separated. Now, Whittaker's kingdom not only was standing truly on morphological, physiological, and reproductive aspects, but was also standing perfectly on the basis of phylogenetic. What does it mean? It means that it was based on evolutionary relationships as well. Now, we move on to the first kingdom, that is Kingdom Monera. Under Kingdom Monera, let me tell you some points that bacteria are the sole members. They can even live in most extreme conditions, and they either lives on other organisms, which condition is called as parasitic bacteria, and they are the most diverse, or I would say most abundant microbes. Now under these there are bacteria of different shapes. First of all, the coccus, that is spherical shaped bacteria; vibrio, that is coma shaped bacteria; bacillus, rod shaped bacteria; and another one, that is they are spiral shaped, that is also called as spirillum. Now though the bacteria's structure is not very complex, but their behavior is very complex, so they almost show extensive metabolic diversity. Now, in case of nutrition in bacteria, some of the bacteria are autotrophic, and under autotrophic they are photosynthetic as well as chemosynthetic. But most of them are heterotrophic, and under heterotrophic they are decomposers. Now, under decomposers they are very helpful, as well as there are some aspects under which they are not very helpful. Under helpful category, they are very helpful in making curd from milk, in production of antibiotics, and fixing legumes. Now, some of them are pathogens as well. Now, the diseases which are caused by bacteria are cholera and citrus canker as well as typhoid. Now, chemosynthetic autotrophic bacteria oxidizes various inorganic minerals such as your ammonia and nitrates and nitrite, and they use the released energy in production of ATP. Now, they also play a great role in recycling of certain nutrients such as iron, sulfate, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Now, if we take the topic of reproduction in bacteria, then they mainly reproduce through binary fission. But under unfavorable conditions, they develop certain spores over them, which are dispersed by air current. Now, also by the sort of sexual reproduction, they adopt a primitive type of DNA transferring from one bacterium to another bacterium. Now remaining we'll discuss afterwards. Thank you.